Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football. Back here at the Tyler 7-on-7 state qualifying tournament. Here at the head coach of the Terrell Tigers, Coach Marvin Sedberry Jr. Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Hey, appreciate you.
All right, Coach, first of all, you guys are back here at Tyler. You guys qualified for the state 7-on-7 tournament last year here for the first time in history. Yeah, I know you're hoping to have a good showing today in a good pool. What do you want to see out of your guys today?
Compete. We've got some new guys that are out here. We got some guys that have been out here for a while. My biggest thing, like we told them, just compete. Last year I don't think anybody expected us to win it. I think our kids, to be honest, they weren't sure, but we're competitive. We'll get after you. So we had some good things happen, and like I told our kids, just come out and compete. What happens, happens. It's 7-on-7. It is what it is.
It's not real football. We know real football has the big boys and the pads on, but I know when the kids put Terrell on their chest,
that's it.
You want them to compete and you want them to win, right?
Yes, sir.
You get a little fired up yourself, right?
Respect the T. That's it.
There you go.
There you go. Respect. Yep.
Now, you guys actually chose to do spring football for the first time in a while. I'm sure Terrell has done spring, but the first time in your tenure, you guys did spring football. What went into that decision, and overall, evaluate how things went this spring?
Well, one of the reasons we chose to do spring was this is the most kids we've ever had in off season. And so, we finally feel like we've had the numbers where we can do it, because a lot of times you worry about having spring ball and losing kids and things like that. The other thing is that, we start school earlier next year. We're going to start on August the 5th. So you really wouldn't get what I call that extra 2-a-day time that you would normally get since we'd already be in school. And I just felt like, we're at a point in our program, this is finishing year 6, that our kids are just ready to go. And, it was kind of a goal that they can look forward to in off season. Like, we call our checkpoints,
Sure.
getting bigger, faster, stronger, post finishing track season, and here we go into spring football.
And it's the most important thing. Did you guys come out of it healthy? Everybody wants to get out of the spring healthy. Yep. Did you get out of it healthy?
We got out as healthy as we could. Yes, sir.
Always some bumps and bruises, but nothing. You got everybody ready for the season.
Everybody be ready to go come August.
Now, there's still one important part of the off season to go, and that's summer strength and conditioning, and a lot of work can be done in the summer, and positions can be starting jobs can be won or lost in the summer depending on which guys are showing up, being consistent with attendance and putting in work and making progress. What are some positions maybe where you and your coaching staff have some areas that we're looking for a young guy to really grow up this summer and put in that work and maybe earn himself a starting job?
Ours is going to be the quarterback spot. We had a quarterback that was going to be a returner but moved. So we've got a new guy. He was our JV quarterback. He's came up and he's done everything we've asked, and he kind of won the job out during spring football. But we've got 2 guys that are really duking it out. One's going to be a sophomore and the other's going to be a junior, and they're going blow for blow right now. And it's been a pretty good competition, but the good thing is they get along. They're good kids, and they're good quality kids for our program.
And as a coach, I know you love to have healthy competition at all positions.
Yes.
Because that just makes everybody better, right?
Right. And that's the thing. Having 100+ kids finally, now we've got competition at depth where, when you remember when I first got to Terrell, it was hard. It was like we had who we had, and we had to play kids that necessarily didn't always buy into the system. And now all these kids are our kids. It's like this morning, we had so many kids show up, like, okay, we can only take 20, to 7-on-7. But
that's a good problem to have, right?
They all want to be a part of it, and these are our kids, and they do it our way.
All right, now here's a question. Now, I've been to a game in Terrell. It rained a whole lot that night, but you guys did win that game.
That's it.
And I love the stadium in Terrell. It's right in the middle of town. It's a nice stadium. Tell me, if I come to a game in Terrell this year, where are you sending me to eat pregame? Where am I getting to buy to eat?
Where to eat? I'm probably going to send you to Hickory Roots first or Pops. Either one of those are definitely great places in Terrell staples that have been there for a while. It just depends on what kind of food you like. But one thing you can tell by me, we like to eat in Terrell.
What's the Coach Sedberry go to at Hickory Roots? What do you like most?
I'm probably going to get the stuffed baked potato.
Okay. What's the stuffed with, Coach?
Well, you can get it. I get mine. I actually do a little different. Most people get it with brisket. I get mine with sausage.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Coach Marvin Sedberry Jr., head coach of the Terrell Tigers. He loves the stuffed baked potato at Hickory Roots. He's ready to watch the Terrell Tigers compete. Coach, appreciate your time and appreciate what you do for student athletes.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Coach.